Hey, what's going on, everyone? A little bit of a different kind of video here on Calling All Retro Gamers today, this evening. What's going on? It's been a while. It's Rich Haywood here for Calling All Retro Gamers, talking about a sad happening in the world of YouTube. And it affected a friend of the channel, Ballistik Coffee Boy. I'm going to read an update that he had recently put up on his X account, the formerly known as Twitter space. We're going to talk about it a little. We're going to maybe rant a little, and then we're going to get out of here for the night. I just think that it's almost imperative that something exists on this particular platform to memorialize the event that actually just took place. So what are we talking about? Let's get into it. It says right here from Ballistik Coffee Boy, update: sadly, after my appeal last night, YouTube has decided that my entire channel, Ballistik Coffee Boy, will be deleted after 6 amazing years. I'm unsure why. No specific reasons were given outside of spam. I feel some haters of my channel out there got me taken down at this point. You know, my channel got me through my dad's death, COVID, and became a beautiful place full of like-minded friends. I'll never forget the great love and support I've been witness to. I'll be stepping away for now. Maybe I'll return one day in a different venue. The fact that they deleted all 1.8 thousand videos is extremely upsetting. I've had the time of my life doing this, and I owe it all to my viewers and supporters. A huge thank you to everyone. I'm sorry if anything I did caused this, but as of right now, I don't know what that was. It's been a pleasure, and I miss you all. On to other hobbies now, I guess. They've given me no choice. I will keep my podcast going, both Atari Newsline and the Atari VCS podcast, so there's that. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Casts, and on the social medias, as well as my BCB website, which has been going since 1995, and it ain't going anywhere. Adios to BCB on YouTube, at least for now. Be a good person, get your Java, go play some Atari. XX BCB signing off. And this is very sad. Your sad picture of our friend, looking very dejected. I'm shattered at this news. I'm not joking either. It's actually highly upsetting that someone can give that much of themselves to other people in sharing. And I'm a content creator myself, not only here on Calling All Retro Gamers, but sharing space with Ed over on the Evercade Effect with the Evercast, and on my own channel on Bacon Ice Cream Productions. I mean, Bacon Ice Cream Productions has been going on near 20 years now. And to wake up and have that gone, wow, what a gut punch that would be. And for seemingly no reason. Now, again, we don't know any of the particulars behind why YouTube would make such a harsh decision and why there wasn't any communications or warnings or any of those things before the action was taken. It's just so sad that, this guy poured himself into this channel and then it's just gone. I just can't. I can't imagine what that feels like. And this platform, at least originally, was designed for people just like him, just like BCB, just like me, just like many of you that watch this channel that are also content creators. The whole space was for you to show yourself and what you love to others. And that's what BCB did almost every day. Obviously he is exclusively or near exclusively talking about his love for Atari, and I think that's great because why not? Other people love Nintendo or Microsoft or Sony or whoever. Video games, comic books, movies, cooking, anything. That's what the whole platform's about, just to share your love of things. And again, that's what he did every day without malice or ill will or hardly any discontent. I mean, yeah, the odd spicy video when he was unhappy about a business decision Atari made, or the customer service experience he didn't like too much, or running into trolls on the internet because the internet is filled with them. Yeah, but I mean that's just about every creator. That's every creator runs into that, and then expresses their displeasure about some things sometimes, but always with, well, not always, but for PCB it was with a modicum of respect. Anyway, I chimed in, and I want to share what I had to say about this because, I mean, I think it's relevant, and it was a call to action for YouTube. So we're gonna do that real quick here. So let me just bring this up here. My reply was directly to at Team YouTube, and it's sincere. It says, I know comments like this get ignored frequently, but something's really off here. I 100% still stand by the statement. This was, I'm talking about BCB's channel, one of the most wholesome, honest, and loving fan channels about the love of Atari I've ever had the pleasure of interacting with. And that is true. That's a true statement. Passionate, genuine, a bit fiery, but always respectful. That is also true. Again, this man really, really loved Atari. Just talked about it all the time. And then there are some times where, again, a little feistiness here and there, but again, always respectful. He always had his point for why the things were making him upset, some options for where they could be better, and a call for the community to kind of rally around and support the cause. And an invitation for those that didn't agree with him to disagree with him. And if they didn't really want to watch or do anything anymore, then, obviously you could do whatever you needed to. But again, always with respect. So we're talking about terms of service violations, community guidelines. This man followed those. So again, I just don't understand how things like this entire channel got pulled down for seemingly no reason. They wouldn't give him a reason outside of community guidelines spam, which is a category. It is a subheader of the guidelines. And reading it, I mean, it just, none of it clicks. None of it clicks for things that he might have done. Again, we don't know. And I say this, I don't know the particulars of this takedown action, but what I do know is that Ballistik Coffee Boy would work to make it right. And I honestly believe that. I mean, he had no chance. There was no first strike, second strike, no review, no manual review, no phone call, no email. He just woke up and his channel was gone. That's wild to think about. It says again, I know this doesn't help often, the reaching out to Team YouTube. But it would be awesome if someone could reach out to him and sort this out. And I honestly believe that. I think someone somewhere, if a human being over at Team YouTube can look and watch this video maybe, or read that tweet and reach out to him, to give him a DM. Just be like, hey, you know what? This is the reason why these things happened. There might be a way that you can dig out of this hole that we've put you in. And maybe. And then I said, thanks to anyone who took the time to read this. And, again, I mean it. I mean every word. So where are we at with this? We're at small creators like myself reading this, seeing this action being taken with a fellow creator for seemingly no reason. And I mean, that terrifies me. I don't know about what you guys might feel about this, but you can let me know down in the comments below. But I'm shook to my core. I honestly don't know what to do. I'm like paralyzed. Obviously, I'm going to continue to do what I do on the channel, but am I going to have to look over my shoulder every day for some community guideline strike to come out of nowhere and say, hey, you can't have your channel anymore because of reasons? That's not a very cool place to be. I just don't understand. I don't understand. And again, if something happened and there was actions taken that were absolutely against the terms of service and they're provable, I mean, okay, the system worked. The system worked the way it intended, or was intended. But I don't believe that that's a thing about this particular channel, because again, we interact with him on so many different occasions that it doesn't make any sense. Something's not right. Something doesn't click here. And I just wish that there's a mechanism for content creators when these things happen to actually have like a pause. You know, okay, maybe excuse me, something needs to happen. And because there are community guidelines that are being violated. All right, well, pause the channel, have a lockout or something like that, where the person logs into their account. Hey, you got this big thing. You got to do XYZ. You know, you got to interact with a real human being, or we're not going to let you back in. Okay, cool. You know, like, let's go through those steps. Not you go to sleep one night and you wake up and then your channel's gone, and then you get an email saying, hey, your channel's gone. We deleted everything. If you want to appeal the decision, do this after we've already taken the action. And that doesn't compute for no reason. Now, again, I didn't have any personal stake in his account. I had no idea whether or not he had other community guideline strikes or warnings or anything like that. And if that was the case, again, the system working in the way it was intended. But I just don't believe that would be the case here. I don't know. Just call it a hunch. A hunch. Anyway, I just don't know. I don't know what possessed me to make the video, other than the compulsion, the deep guttural compulsion to just get that out and share this with others. And why calling our retro gamers and not Bacon Ice Cream Productions or any of the other channels? Because he was a guest here on the channel. He was a featured guest, and we loved the interaction, and it was a great show. So that's why it's here on Calling All Retro Gamers. But I don't know, guys. It hurts. This one hurts. And there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the YouTube sphere and all that kind of stuff. And you hear about people fighting other people and doing other things and hitting buttons to take channels down and for reasons or whatever. That's always like some beef with somebody else, and there's some internet infighting and that kind of thing. And again, I don't think that happened here either. You know, maybe there were some people that got rubbed the wrong way, but like even that, it just doesn't make any sense. You look at his content, you look at what he says in his comments, and you look at his live chat history and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, he's not slinging mud and throwing bombs and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point, but I just wanted to say those things, and hopefully you guys feel the same way, and hopefully someone at YouTube takes a look at this particular case and sees something that maybe somebody else missed and goes, oh, you know what, let's roll that one back for this one. Sorry, my bad, we got that one wrong. Or if there were absolute definable reasons for those things, just provide it to them. Just provide it to the email address associated with the Ballistik Coffee Boy channel. Just, hey, the results of our investigation said you violated here, 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 and here, with bullet points, real reasons. You know, we've reviewed it. Sorry, your appeal can't be taken care of because it's proven that you did these things. Okay, cool. All right. And he just for him. I don't want to know what was going on. But at least tell him. It just seems weird. It seems weird. It seems like a weird system. But anyway, again, I'm rambling and I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys all so much for watching this video, as odd as it might be. And hopefully I will never have to make another one of these. But I'm glad I did, because, you know, I want to stick up for a buddy, you know, out there on the internet. And I hope somewhere out there where it matters, someone does too. All right. We'll catch you later. Hopefully with some more bright side, awesome video game content here on Calling All Retro Gamers. Keep it locked right here for more. And we'll see you guys next time.